It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see a pair of teams who shared the city of Dallas in the early 60s. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. He'll start at the 4. Strong. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. First down.
Mahomes on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, KC. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. Let's see how it plays out.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
Dak gonna put it up right away. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing, then what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. Dak to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, it's Dak. In trouble, and down he goes. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fat. Tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down. Off the play fake, Mahomes. Now he takes off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Butker now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Finding space at the 40. First time to Lamb in this one, and it's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are back within 4. It is 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start out, first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll come up here, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On second down, Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Mahomes now to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-10 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Prescott. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Now he'll run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Dak Going to throw it here on first down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott to the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw again, Dak. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
3rd and short. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll run on 2nd down. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They put Kelsey in motion. got nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
After watching this quarterback carve them up for 3 first-half touchdowns, it's got to feel good, Mike, to be on the other end of it. They're going to have to do it a little bit more consistently throughout the rest of this game if they want to slow this guy down.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Has completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First and 10 for Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up. Location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter, so he has been on target throughout. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down, Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Dak gonna run with it himself. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll go with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, Prescott. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. The Chiefs offense, and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Mahomes. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, and an opportunity for a big shot, you end up falling short.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
On comes the Chiefs punter. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. To return, it is Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. And And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Right back to him on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. There's Ferguson, the tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Cowboys first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the give, it's Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Kelce in motion. 1st down throw there is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelce. Complete. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, KC.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
1st down throw, Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelce. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Play fake. Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Again, Prescott to the air. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Prescott now. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On second down, it's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Back to throw is Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one caught at the 4. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Third and goal for Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And that'll be batted down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Patrick to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Nice move, slips a tackle, gets forward for a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
First down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. To the air again. Prescott. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Prescott again. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his big tight end. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will cut it to a 2-point lead. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.